Hey, let's check out this Petzl ASAP Fall Arrest kit. It consists of the ASAP Lock, paired either with the Petzl OXAN that I have here, or the BMD carabiner that I also have. Finally, we have the ASAP Sorber 20 energy absorber. Okay, let's check out each component and put this together. Note that I'm a newbie when it comes to climbing equipment. I'm filming the unboxing and setup of this gear to help people get a feel for what to expect when first receiving these products. Please refer to the product manuals and get proper training for use of this equipment. What I like about the ASAP Lock compared to the original ASAP is that it can be attached to a rope without having to disconnect the device from your harness. The original ASAP requires that you attach the device to the rope and then clip your carabiner through the device around the rope. The top of the ASAP shows the proper installation orientation. To open it, you pull these two plastic yellow tabs down and back to retract the wheel that contacts the rope. The locking wheel has a bunch of little spikes that bite into the rope. You can slide the rope into the crack on the left and pull those yellow tabs back and down to release the wheel. This little yellow switch is the lock mechanism that prevents the wheel from spinning freely. The construction of the ASAP Lock feels really nice. It has a molded plastic piece at the top that fits nicely in your palm if you were to put your hand on top. This is the attachment point where you connect an ASAP Sorber. It splits apart so you can thread the ASAP Sorber strap onto it directly. Then you screw it together with the included screw that has a little bit of blue thread locker on it. I'm pairing this with the ASAP Sorber 20, which is one of the shorter options offered by Petzl. Inside is some webbing that is folded over onto itself and sewn together. In the event of a fall, this will tear apart and effectively absorb some of that fall energy. It comes with two rubber fittings that wrap around the end loops that help secure it to the ASAP Lock and to the carabiner that connects to your harness. The ASAP Lock also comes with one of these as well. Like other Petzl gear, the ASAP Sorber has an attached plastic card that lists the date of manufacture. I'm pairing this with a steel Petzl OXAN with a Triact-lock carabiner. The Triact-lock mechanism works by lifting up this collar, rotating it to the left, and pushing it back to open the gate. Let's get a good look at this thing. It's pretty beefy with its all-steel construction. It's definitely heavier than the BMD carabiner that I also have for this setup, but I just wanted to start off with the OXAN just for the added peace of mind while I learn the ropes. Pun intended. Let's set this thing up. Like all other Petzl gear, you should definitely read the manual before using it. There's important info in here. For the ASAP Lock, it lists the torque spec that you should use for the screw that connects the ASAP Sorber that we can open now. Alright, I just want to be careful to not slice this by accident with my blade. Now I can toss these rubber fittings over the sides of the ASAP Sorber. You will also need a Petzl Captiv positioning bar on your carabiner to help ensure that it stays in the correct position. Sliding the ASAP Lock post through the ASAP Sorber isn't too bad. The end of the post is tapered, which helps guide it through. I've also seen people put a screwdriver through the loop and line that up with the post so you can slide the loop off of the screwdriver and onto the post easily. Now the two ASAP Lock arms need to be screwed together. I actually forgot to put the little plastic spacer back on the tapered end of the post before tightening this down. Be careful not to lose this piece. To torque it to the specified value from the manual, I'm going to use this torque screwdriver called a fat wrench. It's marketed for use with firearms, but I've found it useful for all kinds of stuff. I'm using it with a 4mm Allen head. This screwdriver is pretty cool. You pull the bottom of it down and twist it to set the torque setting. Then you can get your screw going. When it hits your torque setting, the internal mechanism will slip and let you know that you hit your target. I generally let it slip a few times to make sure it's good. Now on the other side of the ASAP Sorber, we can push the carabiner through. Once that's on, we can slide on the Petzl Captiv positioning bar by starting from the bigger side, and then pry open the smaller side once it's in position. Now that the Captiv is in place, it comes with two little screws that basically pin it to itself so it can't pop off the carabiner. Alright, here's the assembled ASAP Fall Arrest kit. All I need to do now is attach this to my harness and I'm ready to go. I'm not qualified to teach anyone how to use this equipment, but I'll show you how the ASAP Lock functions. I'll retract the wheel by pulling on those two yellow tabs again. Now I can insert the properly rated rope in the correct orientation. This is a Petzl Ray 11mm rope. You can see that the ASAP Lock is able to move freely up and down the rope. Then a quick jerk down simulating a fall will cause it to lock onto the rope, similar to how a seatbelt works. To release the locking mechanism, you need to cause the internal wheel to spin in the opposite direction by moving the ASAP upward. And now it can move freely again. Well, that's about it. Hope you found this useful. Catch you in the next one.